Hi and welcome to this healthy eating video. Let's talk about healthy eating habits, tips for getting fit. Now, trying to get fit isn't always easy. We know that. If it was, there wouldn't be nearly as many products on the market helping people to get healthy. Let's face it, getting fit can be a lot harder than it really ought to be. And there can be any number of reasons for this. Maybe it's because junk food is just so easy to find, just so easy to get hold of. Maybe it's your busy schedule. It doesn't give you any time, or give you enough time to eat the right kind of foods. Maybe it's the stress of the modern world, of your work, that causes this problem. Well, regardless of the causes of your unhealthy eating habits, you can and must make the effort to turn this around. And you need to know how to do it, and you need to do it now. You need to take your life in your own hands, start to become responsible for yourself. You're a very valuable commodity, and you need to be kept in tip-top shape. You don't have to wait, you don't have to spend a fortune on the latest fad diet. You can start right away by being mindful of the food that you eat, of just thinking what it is you're going to put in your mouth. Remember, everything you consume is going to have some effect on your body. The only question is, will that effect be good or will that effect be bad? Now, studies have shown that subjects who paid attention to what they ate automatically started to eat better. That seems logical, but they weren't even aware that they were making the healthy choices. It was almost as if just paying attention to the food caused them to flip a switch in their mind, and that caused them to actually start eating better. And you can do exactly the same thing. One of the benefits of trying to change your eating habits is that you can do it at a pace that best suits you. Now remember that you're in this for the long haul, so if you want to make a few small changes at a time, then that's perfectly acceptable. You know what's best for you. Now, no matter how you go about it, it is much better to make changes that are going to stick and see those long-term steady results. Okay, you can make a lot of changes and be able to see some massive results in a very short amount of time. And they may seem fantastic, but if you find it too difficult, then you'll just go back to your old ways. You won't continue with the healthy eating, and then it will just not be worth the effort. Now, a good rule of thumb is to eat foods that are as close to their natural source as possible. I mean, this makes sense, yeah? Those with less processing. For example, it's better to eat something like corn on the cob than it is to eat ground up or deep fried or salted and flavoured corn. Now, this sounds logical, yet how many people choose to eat corn chips instead of fresh corn on a daily basis? And probably multiple times on a daily basis. And that's only one single example. If you could make this one little change, you would be adopting one of the best healthy eating habits you can have. Another good healthy eating habit is to make better choices at the grocery store. Okay, to do this, simply compare two similar foods that you'd like to eat, and then choose which ones are healthier. But don't just do this once. Do this every single time you go out to the shop. Think of it as a contest, one that you will always win at, and try to beat your previous record. Okay, and finally, something you need to remember. Small changes are easier to make and much easier to sustain. Small changes, when kept up, can soon add up to big changes. Just changing the small habits I've already mentioned here can become the thing that makes big changes in your health and fitness. Over time, your diet will improve and you will feel a whole lot better to boot.